highlight Sultan Salatin's comment as
I was
well,
just about
please,
to.
if you can, because she is literally completely on the same wavelength. Like, I think between us, the Pakistani ex-Muslim women that are speaking out, we are gonna like tackle the state head on, because you guys have been doing it for a long time, but I think they have like an extra element of like getting irked when a woman speaks. And if her and I can just literally rehash what we say in English, the exact same stories that these mullahs are putting out and not getting banned for, if we can say the exact same story from a woman's perspective in Urdu, it would just I would really, really piss them off, to be honest. And we're
Well, it
ready for
is.
that. We're ready to take them on.
Well, exactly, it is. But and this is this is the other ex-Muslim woman we were talking about, Sultan Salatin, who also is not as against Islam. She doesn't make her content about Islam as much she makes about women's rights, child suffering, sex abuse, and all those kind of things. So there it is. She interviewed you in a role of women in Islam with Nuria Khan. And that interview took place nearly about a month ago, and that was in English, I believe. She doesn't even have a huge audience. I think probably about 1,000 subscribers, and Pakistan government blocked it straight away. There's another video of Shabe Miraj, who's Muhammad's night journey. So here's what Sultan says. She said, "What a pity. If I write a story, it can get blocked. But if a Maulvi, a cleric, tells the same story without even an ounce of empathy that suits them well, what the heck is the problem with this government entity?" So this is how bad, this is what Nuria is saying, that maybe they're not ready for it, but we have bent them to our will in a way that now they have to listen to Haris Sultan in Urdu, they have to listen to Ghalib Kamal in Urdu, and they cannot do anything about it other than blocking some videos like, "Oh, sorry, can you block?" It feels like literally there's some kids sitting there at PTA, Pakistan Telecom Authority, who just say, they just send mass requests to YouTube, and YouTube just randomly said, "Okay, we're going to block this one, we're not going to block this one." So anyway, and that's going to happen with you as well. And again, that's very motivational. And
I
that's why.
disagree. I think that's super motivational. Like, I mean, if you even can you just highlight Sultan Salatin's comment in the chat? And yeah, basically, literally, when I saw that tweet, I think I was living my life, and I just saw it, and I was like semi-enraged, because I was like, when now it's women speaking out, they are so on the blocking. Like, we haven't even said things that are that incriminating in that interview. We're just literally discussing the role of women in Islam. Like, if we were to make videos and talk about exact stories where women are treated the way they are in Islam or what happened to them, I can assume they would get blocked back and forth. But I just disagree in the sense that it's not demotivating. I was actually more motivated than I have ever been since my slavery video when I saw that, because I was like, Mom, like, the Pakistani government just blocked my video. That means I'm like, you have haters, you have people who are gonna hate what you're saying and trying to stop you, is when you're doing it right. And then I obviously went on Twitter and see like this is like a daily occurrence for you, but it's so it must be like, you know that you're kind of getting under the skin of certain people because you're saying hard truths which maybe a community can't digest. Or even with Sultan Salatin, I was discussing, like, there are millions of Pakistanis who will use VPN, who will use the YouTube mobile app and still access this information. And that is beautiful, because every single time we get banned, and I've said this from day one of my activism, every single time one of us gets banned, we will just come back stronger with 10 more videos or 10 more voices. So that's the plan.
Well, guys, again, as I said earlier, we do have, please support Nuria. She has launched her Urdu channel as well. And also, as I said earlier, explained earlier, that it's probably best if you do support her by becoming a patron as well, because this can become overbearing at times for some people. It never became an issue for me for some reason. I'm just so thick-skinned, and so not saying that Nuria is like that. Nuria is still new to this, but I have seen people. We need support. Maybe because I've always enjoyed support of you people. Maybe that's probably one of the reasons why I haven't given up in 4 years. And as a result, I am starting to see a lot of promise. I shared some tweets earlier, and I've got countless such messages. We've left Islam, I've left Islam. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. So, and we're going to have more of that coming from Nuria, and she's going to inspire so many other hopefully Muslim girls, and she's going to
Yeah,
turn
guys,
into
we're
it.
just here to like honestly give a voice to the voiceless, and like women are a huge factor in that, like across the world. So obviously that's the aim. That's why anyone who speaks like Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi, whatever, like come listen to that channel as well. If the Pakistani government are already looking at us, they're just going to get more and more pissed off because we're not going to stop, and we'll do
Yeah.
it in both languages, and we'll do it back to back. So like bring it on, because it's honestly it's time. Like this is what the internet's for, and we're here. But as Hara said, like yeah, of course, like you just don't want to lose momentum, and this is like a really important thing, like to be able to go to sleep knowing that you are trying to speak out for people who can't. It is a big deal. But yeah, thank you so much, Haris, and